see. You see, now the white man, I say the white man, that's why y'all not watching this show. Y'all really not gonna watch this show? Oh. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Black Lady Sketch Show. Now this show is available on HBO. It's in its second season and I'm still not hearing about this show. Nobody that I like to speak to about this show or reference this show to knows anything about it. And when I ask them about it, well, what the hell is a sketch comedy show anyway? Before I get into explaining exactly what a sketch comedy show is and why this one is so amazing and so funny and needs more recognition and more views so they won't cancel it, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss all things Black Lady Courtroom, Black Lady Courtroom, Black Lady Courtroom. Have hopefully subscribed to see more of me. Let's get into the show. But first, before anybody decides to fix their lips, you will be surprised how many people don't know exactly what a sketch comedy show is. It's like, what? But when I think of sketch comedy, I think of shows like SNL, Key and Peele, The Chappelle Show. Ow! Woo-hoo-hoo! Woo-hoo! Let's start the show. Those are sketch comedy shows and shows like In Living Color. Now, when I get to this show, Black Lady Sketch Show, this always puts me in the mind of Mad TV. Now, Mad TV is where it was at for me growing up. I grew up on Mad TV. Now, you know, In Living Color, fabulous, great, 2 snaps in a circle. SNL, like SNL is like always a hit and miss for me. I love or tolerated the earlier SNL skits. It was never like really funny to me. I could never count on every single skit in SNL to be funny. Not with Mad TV. Every single Mad TV skit always hit for all the seasons that it ran. And I ain't talking about that little revival reboot that happened. Oh my goodness. Like, let's just spend a second on Mad TV, if you will. Now, this Black Lady Sketch Show really puts me in the mind of Mad TV because it has great casting, great writing. It pushes the envelope with its skits, and you know, we're not afraid to tackle certain things. It appeals to all ages, all colors, genres, backgrounds. You're going to find something for yourself here. And most importantly, it's funny. Like, goddamn Mad TV, look what I could do. Look what I could do. Oh, like, don't even get me started. Absolutely love it. Absolutely miss the show. I mean, come on. Lowered expectations. You know, Miss Swan. No. Like, it was so much talent there. Everybody got an opportunity to shine. But the main cast member there that gives me all Black Lady Sketch Show is Miss Deborah Wilson, who does not get enough credit. Absolutely loved her. Used to turn on to see her. Like, I'm really hoping, because I'm going to get into, you know, all the guest stars and everything that the Black Lady Sketch Show has to offer. But I'm hoping they just, you know, lift her up from somewhere and put her on this show, because just to see her and everything that she was able to bring to Mad TV, all the skits, all the personas, kept the wig, this damn wig, that goddamn Whitney, those sketches, like everything, Oprah, and she was so funny and so Black. It's not a lot of times, especially, I mean, they're coming, you know, a bit more current now, but you would always have, you know, that one Black female cast member on the all-white sketch comedy show Mad TV, which I love because it was so much more diverse. But you always got, you got that one. Everybody gets one. You always got that one. It's like with the Black Lady Sketch Show, we get 4 or 5 Deborah Wilsons with all this talent and opportunity to shine, and I absolutely loved it. Oh my goodness. So now that I've spent, a few minutes on, can I have your number? Is he getting you Mike and Ike's? Is that your man? Can I have your number? The back of your head is ridiculous. Let's get into Black Lady Sketch Show. Now, this show is produced and created by Miss Robin Thede and, also a couple of other people along with Issa Rae. Now, I didn't know of Robin Thede prior to this show outside of a show called The Rundown that was available on BET. Now, I did kind of try to get into that, but I just couldn't really get with that because, I don't really watch BET anymore, so it was kind of a hit and miss for me as far as when I was catching it, and I just kind of forgot about it. But we're here with her and comedic Black women, Miss Ashley Nicole Black, Gabrielle Dennis, Quinta Brunson, who was from season 1, Lacey Moses, and Sky Townsend, who are now introduced in season 2. Now, I do love that even though this is Robin Thede's show, this is not just Robin Thede's show. She is not, secondary, but she's not the main focus of the show. Every single woman, a part of the cast, has a moment to shine, and for you to really fall in love with them in their comedic timing and their ability to change with, every skit and scenario that's thrown your way in, a 30-minute episode. So much so that my favorite is not actually Robin Thede. I love Gabrielle Dennis in this show, aka Janae from the game. If you would have not known, if there was no scenario of this show, you would know that any of these women, especially Gabrielle, had the ability to be so funny, so athletic, so this physical comedy, the timing is so on point. You wouldn't have no idea. She is so talented here and just jumps out at you with every skit. It's amazing, and I love her. And I also loved Quinta, aka Lachelle. I loved her here. She was so talented. She was very much so missed from this past season 2. And I was a little skeptical with the 2 new cast members coming in because I really loved her here. She was so great and such a standout. And I believe that she's from BuzzFeed and she's, flipped and became this whole big thing. It's earned. She is so awesome here. But I'm not going to lie. The 2 new women here, especially Sky Townsend, were exceptional here. Sky Townsend, her timing and everything that she's brought to this past season was really well done. Not that I don't miss Quinta, but the women did a great job. All the women here have done a great job. The casting of this show has been impeccable. I also find it to be really amazing as far as writing. Everybody writing on this show is, first of all, a woman. And majority of these women are Black. So there's never a moment of, we don't talk like that. Oh, who's saying that? Nobody said. Everything flows freely, comfortably to go, yo, we do that shit. I love that, even the women acting on the show, some of them are a part of the writing room. So the delivery and the scenarios at which the skits are in and what they're trying to come across, it comes across perfectly because they wrote it. Now, the writing is so refreshing and very intelligent. This is a very smartly written show. And I love how the writing is still very Black, very Black woman, but still also smart enough to be really inclusive of all colors, all people, men, women, all ages. Anyone can watch this show and see something in themselves or see some situations that they can find funny and it be relatable, even though this is a Black woman sketch show. Now, with this show being very conscious and very aware of who their audience is and who their target is, this is for y'all. This is for Black women. It's just not solely inclusive to Black women. Anyone can watch this show. So I don't want anyone to, read the title and go, oh, that's a woman's show. you can find comedy here. And I really love that with today's, cancel culture and us feeling like we can never really go back to, hell, we can barely go back, let alone SNL in living color style of, comedy and things that they could say. We can barely go back to white power. Like we can barely go back to, the Dave Chappelle show and say some of those things there. I love that this show has found like the perfect medium to still be really conscious, really on point with, today's culture, but still be risky enough to not be boring and not for the viewers to watch and go, oh my God, here they go. They're trying to be safe with these safe jokes, these safe comedy, not to offend anybody. First of all, the comedy is on a whole intellectual level to not, bypass all that anyway. But it's still risky and it's still funny and it still brings up, see. We still get, really conscious conversations along with, funny. This show touches on all bases. I love that with each skit, you never know what you're going to get. You could get so many things here, and I'm going to, go in on the end on some of, my favorite sketches from the show. But you never know what you're going to get. Each 30 minutes just feels like an hour, and you never want it to end because it's just, everything is so inventive and so original. You never can go in, so, oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this on, you have never seen this anywhere. You have never seen this anywhere. Stop lying. So now we have, all this writing on point, the look of the show. The production on this show is so good, y'all. Like, it looks really, really good. This is probably like the best production on a sketch comedy show that I've ever seen. Because, a lot of the times with, a sketch comedy show, and it's not like, a real sitcom-esque show, all, the production-wise, the wardrobe, hair, makeup, it can kind of go by the wayside because this isn't a serious show. No. Every single skit for every single person, the production quality of that skit to get you in the scenario that they're in, the wardrobe, the hair, and the makeup always looks perfect. It always looks on point, and it makes it so believable that, oh, they're in this nail shop skit. Oh, they're in, a 1883 skit. Like, it sticks. Everything on this show is on point. It looks like a lot of money has been put behind this project. If it hasn't, y'all couldn't fool me because the show looks good. Good. And then, like, with the show just being all Black women, everybody's hair looks good every time. You ever watch some shit, you be like, damn, like, sis, what? Why they didn't just, why they just get that? You don't get that here. Everybody's hair, makeup looks good. And speaking of everybody, I love that all of these women look different. Every woman is a different shade, a different body type, but they didn't, spare any expense or, just because this, cast member is, more top heavy or a bigger woman or this was, thinner, we're going to put more. No, everybody looks good. Watch the show, y'all. Damn. Writing on point, production on point, casting on point, aesthetic on point. All these great, beautiful Black women who genuinely love working together, and you can tell it oozes off the screen that they all just want each other to succeed. All of this support, people genuinely having fun at work and just living for their job, and also being really productive and giving all these opportunities. And then you cut over and we have all of these guest stars. There is never an opportunity to be boring in an episode because majority of the time, each episode and each skit has so many guest stars, and you can tell that a lot of people want this show to succeed. So it doesn't hurt to put on a skit and see someone, like a Kim Fields or, a Laz Alonso. They are reaching out to a lot of, greats in comedy, and people, are from, beloved sitcoms, and it's, not even inclusive to that. You see, different artists. You might see Kelly Rowland. It's, a surprise. You see contemporary people, old people, because that's the demographic for this show. Anybody could watch this show. They pay homage, and we're going to get to the skits. But I also love that we see a lot of up and coming comedic talent. Not only do we have, Black female comedians writing behind the scenes, but when you know, turn on a skit, you might see a male or female comedian that you don't know about, or you might have seen on Instagram, or you might have seen on YouTube. They are pulling people up and reaching out. Y'all still ain't watch the show? Now, I have had a few people, you know, attempt to watch the show and go, you know, I just couldn't get into it. I just, you know, I watched the first thing and it just wasn't hitting for me, so I just cut it off. So I wanted to give you guys a couple of my favorite skits and tell you why I love them and what these skits are really about if you pay attention. And maybe y'all could go watch me, you know, try it out. I mean, try something different. Damn. With some of my favorite skits being the, one of the first skits with Angela Bassett, the basic bitch honey, that skit. You know, that's really about achieving horrible beauty standards that are put on, you know, a lot of women, or those coral reef gang buster ass skits where it's, you know, really a gang of black women supporting each other and wanting each other to strive, but it's, you know, put to us as, you know, an all pink buster mork ass trick ass gang. Or of course, you know, the black lady courtroom that's really just black women being really excited to see other black women succeed in different fields, and all of us show up for a job at the same time, looking lavish, like we all in this courtroom together, a lawyer, a judge, a this, a that. Like, it's really awesome. Or, you know, like the more simplistic episodes, like the Trackmasters episode, where we kind of get a Inside Out-esque situation and all the women dressed in pink, and, you know, we're really talking about black women's insecurities. But then, of course, since this show has so much diversity, we don't just stay there. We get into episodes like On My Own, the Patti LaBelle episode, which is, you know, just about being happy and being single. Girl, you could be on your own. Or the really great episode from this recent season, The Last Supper. He ain't trying to catch these parables. Like, the writing, like, you guys have to watch it. Or, you know, the Chipmunk Trip episode with Candy Alexander, where they're talking about, you know, black women's stereotypes of being angry. And you're like, no, we're fucking happy. We're fucking funny. What the fuck are you talking about? Hey, Chipmunks tripped. Or the really, really, you know, light episodes, like our most recent family reunion episode with Everybody Hates Chris, Tyler Williams, and them, you know, contrasting black family reunion-esque music as being a distraction. Or those really great, you know, early seasons, early seasons, because it's been so many. Like, girl, we just want some more. We only get 6 episodes. What's up with that? But, you know, with Chris and Lachelle and, you know, him, he got a beard like me, and then got a beard like me. Like, it's so much going on and so much, you know, to offer here. There are so many reasons why you should give this show a chance and watch it. Like, hopefully what I had to say gave you a little oomph to go and check it out. And if it's not for you, then it's not, because the jokes here, in that the way that the women present it, this is, you know, a really smart and intellectual approach, and it might not be for everybody. Everybody doesn't like comedy. Like, girl, I gotta think. I just want to laugh. I don't got time to be trying to add 1 + 1. Just throw me the pitch, throw me the joke, slap me with the stick, and let's go. That's not all you're going to get here. You're going to get so many layered situations and things, you know, presented in, you know, creative ways. Like, this show is like a think tank of black women coming together and saying, how can we be different? How can we be creative and still make people laugh? And I love that about this show. Well, you guys, that was my quick review on why you should watch Black Lady Sketch Show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do happen to watch this show and you follow me, please drop down and tell me why you love the show. What are you hoping, you know, for a future season? Do you think we're going to get one? And do you know people who watch it? Because I don't know nobody. I need to get me some new friends. But you guys, that was my review. Please drop down and let's get this conversation started. Please share the video. I am trying to grow this channel. I see you guys next time. Bye.